Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to understand about a positional kind of a tool out here in our application which can be used for options and also from an investing perspective, which is seasonality. So seasonality, as the name it gives us an heads up, it shows us a seasonality which has been observed in a particular stock. Or to make it simple, seasonality shows us how an instrument behaves in a particular month from a very longer duration of time. So first we need to go ahead and search for our desired F&O instrument. So let's say Nifty. Then there is some graph which is plotted below. So the moment we move our cursor on the graph, we will directly get to see the performance of Nifty in last 5 years in month of October. Now the color in which the year is highlighted over here, that same color represents the line over here. So now in month of October in 2021, Nifty was positive by 0.53%. In month of October in 2020, Nifty was up by 3.4%. Similar sort of move in 2019, but it dropped in month of October in 2018, whereas a positive move again in 2017. Now if we focus, we can have a look on the same data in January, in February, March, all the months basically. So the idea of the tool is to give the users a very quick look about the seasonality which happens in a particular stock in a particular month. If I want to have a look on a larger data, I can go ahead and do that. So look back is 5. Let's say if I want to move it to 20 years, I can do it maximum up till 20 years. Let's say I want to keep the data limited till 10 years. So I can go ahead and do that. So it's November right now. So if we see in month of November, Nifty has provided a decent kind of a return in last 10 years. It was just this year, which is 2016, in which in month of November, Nifty actually tanked. Rest every time it looked positive. Yeah, it was in 2013 and 2015 in November where Nifty dropped. But rest every time Nifty was positive. And if we talk about last year, which is 2020, Nifty gained around 11.8% in month of November. So now if we see in this particular thing, there are some prices mentioned just below the year. Now that is not the absolute price of Nifty right now. So basically it is showing us the cumulative change, exactly how the change was, everything starting from zero, how much exactly in terms of percentage it had dropped. It shows us that it is not the absolute value of a stock, because the prices will keep on differing and it would be a very huge task, or I would say the data will become very cumbersome if we plot the actual prices over here. Instead of that, we can go ahead and directly see the change, because that is what will matter at the end. Further, we can go ahead and check the same thing on implied volatility as well, IVs of a particular instrument. We can go ahead and check that. So this is showing us the implied volatility. Further, we can go ahead and check the IV change as well. Similar thing which we saw in price, it is showing us the change about how much implied volatility changes in a particular month. And there is a sector button on the top, which is basically how a sector as a whole, it behaves in a particular month. So there are quite a few examples with me for this video. So if I show you about PSUs, which is kind of looking good in month of November every time. So if we see, I have considered the data of last 10 years over here, and if we focus in month of November, it was just once on November 2018 where PSU sector as a whole, it actually dropped, which was also again ignorable. It is kind of marginal, just 0.28%. Rest every time the PSU bank sector as a whole, it kind of provided positive returns in month of November. Similarly, if we check private banks in month of October, they were also significantly going good in month of October. So if we see private banks in month of October, it is kind of, I would say it is flat in 2016. It was flat in 2016. Rest every time it provided a significant return. If we check the same data in month of November, so it was just twice when private bank sector as a whole dropped in month of November. So it's basically a month on month comparison. So now there is an example of SBI over here. So if I talk about SBI, which was specifically I picked up my sector which outperforms from the sector pattern over here, then I niched down my approach to a stock, to finding out a stock in a particular sector which outperforms. So I got something like SBI. So if we see SBI in month of November, in last 10 years, it has kind of provided a positive return. I am recording this video on 2nd of November, and in 2021 as well, SBI has already provided a positive return of 3.8%. Similarly, if we check out for ICICI Bank, in month of October, which we checked out the seasonality in sector panel, wherein we checked out that private banks kind of perform good in month of October, and I got a stock like ICICI Bank which kind of has performed positively in month of October every time, and even in last month it was ICICI Bank which had provided a positive return of 14.6%. So that is how you basically use seasonality in the first case, wherein we can go ahead and first search for our desired F&O instrument straight away, or else we can check out for the sectors which are kind of outperforming in a particular month, or else once we found out the sector, we can go ahead and search the stock specifically which outperforms in that sector in a particular month. And also there is another example which is for fertilizers. So if we see in fertilizers in month of December, in last 5 years, 4 out of 5 years, it has kind of provided a positive return with a 94% of return in the year of 2020. So let's try to check out the data for last 10 years, what exactly the data shows. So if we see again in fertilizers, just once, which is in 2014, it was down by 6.8%, rest every time it had kind of outperformed. So further, our next process would be, or the next step would be, to go ahead and find out a stock from the fertilizer sector for the month of December. So that was the first way of using it. The second way of using it would be, let's say if you have a stock in your portfolio, okay, and you see that suddenly in a month the stock's returns have not that been quite good, okay, so in that case you can protect yourself by converting your delivery into a protected put, or maybe you can convert your strategy into a covered call, either one of them, okay, so that even if the seasonality trend goes right, okay, if the instrument drops, still you will not make a huge loss on your delivery shares. First, if you do go ahead with the protected put, it will almost act like a long call, okay. So basically there are multiple ways of using the seasonality panel. So first one again remains the same, wherein you can go ahead and directly find out an instrument, but from a monthly perspective, okay, rather than an intraday perspective. And then we can also try to eliminate such stocks, or I would say we can also try to identify such opportunities where the instrument tanks in a particular month and convert our delivery or our investment into a hedged option strategy. So I would say that was it from this video. So thank you so much for staying tuned up till here. See you all in the next video.